And a boot to Baszler. Takes Baszler out of the mix. Charlotte.
Update. Charlotte Flair really lays it in on Tiffany Stratton at WrestleMania 41. What happened and how the locker room reacted. Tiffany Stratton vs. Charlotte Flair was one of the most talked about matches heading into WrestleMania 41. It was also quite a large focus coming out of the record weekend for WWE as well. The highly anticipated showdown between Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair for the WWE Women's Championship was delivered as scheduled at WrestleMania 41, but the match featured some noticeably stiff in-ring work. According to Backstage chatter, Flair was really laying it in during the bout, leading to speculation that Stratton may have chipped or broken a tooth during one of their exchanges. As noted, Stratton made a point after the event that she still has all of her teeth despite reports stating otherwise. Despite the physicality, the match went on without any major disruptions, though the intensity of the strikes certainly caught attention behind the curtain. Drone shot sweeps across Lincoln Financial Field, fireworks still fading after WrestleMania 41. Fans went wild for Tiffany Stratton's star-making performance against Charlotte Flair, but the real buzz backstage wasn't the finish, it was the stiffness. Multiple insiders say Charlotte really laid it in, with chops echoing, suplexes cranked, and one forearm that flattened Stratton's nose. Tonight we unpack why the match turned snug, what cameras missed, and how veterans, from AJ Styles to Bayley, reacted once the women stepped through the curtain. Did Charlotte cross the line? Or was this tough love to forge the next big thing? Let's break it down. Tiffany Stratton entered WrestleMania riding 6 months of white-hot momentum, viral TikTok flips, a breakout Royal Rumble Final 2, and back-to-back PLE wins. Creative pitched the match as Queen vs. Centerfold, with Ric Flair's lineage clashing against Tiffany's influencer-era athleticism. Originally slotted for 12 minutes, the bout was extended to 18 after Peacock pre-sales showed a spike among 18 to 34 female viewers. Data execs bet on giving them more ring time. The first stiff shot. 3 minutes in, Tiffany attempts her trademarked cartwheel back elbow. Charlotte counters with a knife-edge chop that detonates loud enough to mute commentary for a beat. Insert slow-mo replay. Sweat misting off Tiffany's chest, her face wincing. Sources at ringside swear Charlotte whispered, "Welcome to the majors," right after. The next sequence sees Tiffany eat a German suplex where she lands high on her shoulders. Ref Jessica Carr checks her. Tiffany nods to continue, professional, but rattled. Twitter explodes. Charlotte working stiff. Trends within 8 minutes. Why Charlotte turned up the intensity. 1. Respect test. Charlotte reportedly believes rookies who skip NXT's long grind need a baptism by fire. Tiffany, fast-tracked from Level Up to SmackDown in under 18 months, fit the bill. 2. Public remarks. 2 weeks pre-Mania, Tiffany joked on Barstool's Wrestling podcast that Flair chops are mostly theatrics, I can take worse in training. Word got back to Charlotte. 3. Finish politics. Creative handed Tiffany a protected loss. She'd tap to the figure 8 only after countering it twice. Charlotte, wanting the hold to look deadly, insisted on selling Tiffany's struggle with extra torque, meaning tighter pressure on the bridge. Mix pride, provocation, and perfectionism, and you get a stiffer style. At 11:07, Charlotte charges for a big boot. Tiffany under-rotates her duck and catches a legit forearm across the bridge of her nose. Blood trickles. Medical plan to wave off, but Tiffany signals, "Don't you dare." Production cuts to wide shots to mask the drip. Charlotte, sensing live danger, slows pace, calling an audible rest hold to let refs check again. Then, controversially, she chops the bandage area moments later. Crowd pops. Trainers cringe. Match ends. Charlotte retains, helps Tiffany to her feet, and raises her arm. Classic rub job. On the ramp, both exchange brief words. Tiffany nods, eyes moist. Backstage guerrilla position. Producer TJ Wilson hugs Tiffany, whispering, "You earned respect, kid." Charlotte asks if medical is needed. Tiffany replies, "I'm good, thank you." Becky Lynch, waiting for her segment, tells Charlotte, maybe throttle down 4 next interferences time. that could Half happen joking, during Charlotte
half not.
Flair versus Charlotte
Tiffany
shrugs.
Stratton at
AJ
WWE
Styles
WrestleMania 41,
stiff,
but safe.
Tiffany Stratton
Looked
is
great
heading
on
to
camera.
WrestleMania 41
Bayley
to defend
frowns,
the WWE
later telling
Women's
friends,
Championship
"We
against
preach
Charlotte
safety
Flair.
first."
Vince
the two
McMahon,
wrestlers have proven themselves to be explosive enough during their brawls on SmackDown.
Told Charlotte,
However,
hell of a match.
this doesn't mean they shouldn't
stars
expect
are made.
company in Las Vegas.
Triple H, more
Here are
diplomatic,
4 stars who
advised
could
Tiffany
interfere
on
in
ice
their
match
match
at the
and
show
suggested
reviewing tape for safer
Number
nose
4.
guarding.
Ric Flair could
The
try to
women's
help his
division
daughter
split
become
on the
stiff style.
WWE Women's
Pro
Champion
Charlotte
again.
can Hall of Famer
Shayna
Ric
Baszler
Flair
and
and
Rhea
Rhea
Ripley
Ripley
argue that
supporter
physical
and
credibility
fan of Charlotte
sells.
Flair.
You
The
want a
Nature
main
Boy
event.
has cheered
You
for
gotta
his
eat
daughter
potatoes,
for several of her
Shayna
matches
says.
from ringside. Caution Cam.
Thus,
It
Liv
isn't
Morgan
difficult
and
to
Dakota
imagine
Kai
that the
Lori
legend
Green
could be
there
there
to
to
witness
witness
her
her
title
title
match
match
at
at WrestleMania
WrestleMania
41.
41. One veteran
However,
anonymous
the Queen is
texted
currently
fightful.
a heel right now.
Charlotte worked her.
Thus,
not with
there is
her.
a chance that Ric
Debate
Flair could
lit
try to pull
podcast
some
land for a
underhanded
week.
tactics to give
Stratton
his daughter the
filmed the
advantage
post-match
as he
digital
wants Charlotte
exclusive.
Flair to earn
Nose
the
visibly
WWE
swollen.
Women's Championship
She smiles.
for the first time.
Queen flex.
Nia
So
Jax
what?
could make Tiffany Stratton
I'm still
pay for
standing.
betraying her.
Next time,
Nia
Royal
Jax
heads
could
roll.
make Tiffany Stratton
Internally,
pay for betraying
Tiffany
her.
told Creative
Tiffany
she's
Stratton
honored
won the
Charlotte.
WWE
Tested
Women's
her.
Championship after
She
cashing
posted
in
her
her
Money
Money
in
in
the
the
Bank
Bank
contract on
gaining
Nia Jax.
76K followers
The duo
overnight.
had been close friends with each other
WWE
before,
medical cleared
but
Tiffany with a
Jax had to look
non-displaced
over her
nasal
shoulder
fracture.
every time
No
to check
surgery.
on Tiffany,
Protective
who had
mask
helped
for
her
2
win the
weeks.
title from Bayley at the
Creative
2024
seized it.
SummerSlam.
Tiffany appears
While
on
the
SmackDown
irresistible
sporting
force
a pink
received its
title
title
rematch.
rematch,
It ended in a DQ
ruined the
when the
Queen's
title
dynasty.
didn't change hands.
Rematch teased
However,
for SummerSlam
she will
in
have
Chicago.
the perfect opportunity
in wrestling
to exact
tradition,
revenge on the
veteran
Buff
stiff
Barbie for
rookies
betraying
to
her
gauge
at
WrestleMania
WrestleMania, but modern
41.
wellness policies
If
frown
Jax
on
costs
blurred
Tiffy the
lines.
title,
She could
Charlotte
later claim a
supporters
title
call
shot
it
against
light
Charlotte
heavy.
Flair. Compared to
She
strong
could
style
state that
abroad.
she eliminated the most
Critics
number of
say no
wrestlers
star
from the
should
Royal
risk
Rumble,
derailing
which
a
Flair
prospect's
wants to
trajectory.
receive her title
The
shot.
truth,
Point 2.
both can be valid.
Becky Lynch could
Stiffness,
cause problems
when
for
controlled,
Tiffany Stratton.
adds realism.
Becky Lynch
but
is
intent
one of
must serve the
WWE's
match, not
4
ego.
horsewomen alongside
WrestleMania
Charlotte Flair,
41
Sasha
delivered
Banks,
spectacle
and
and
Bayley.
spark, but Charlotte
The man
Flair's
was
last
last
seen in action in
Tiffany
May
Stratton
2024,
gifted as a
where she
debate on
failed to
toughness
reclaim the
versus
Women's
safety.
World Championship.
Fans
from
witnessed
Liv
a
Morgan.
bruising coronation.
While she
One
has
that may
signed a
forge
new deal with the
WWE's
Stamford-based
next breakout
promotion
star.
after her contract expired
What's your verdict?
in June 2024.
Did Charlotte go too
Lynch
far?
hasn't
Or is
returned
this
so far.
exactly how legends
This,
are minted?
however, could change
Hit
at
the comments,
WrestleMania 41,
subscribe
where
for
big
more
time
Backstage
Backstage could
deep
return as a
dives,
heel
and
smash that belt
The man
to stay
could help
ringside.
the Queen defeat Tiffany
Until
Stratton
next
and win
time,
the WWE
remember,
Women's
in
Championship.
wrestling, pain is temporary.
Several rumors
but
predict
legacy is
that Becky
permanent.
Lynch will have a new
Tiffany
character
Stratton
upon her
defeated
return,
Charlotte Flair
making
at
this a likely
WrestleMania
outcome.
41 in a heated match
Number
that was
1.
helped by
Trish
how
Stratus
completely
could lend
invested
a helping
Allegiant
hand
stayed
to her
in
new
was.
friend.
Trish
Fans
Stratus
wanted
and Tiffany
no part
Stratton
of a
have
Charlotte
formed a
Flair
very
win,
close
and
friendship with
chanted,
each other in
"Tiffy
the
time,"
past several
with
weeks.
a sense of urgency.
The Buff Barbie
Charlotte
and the
Flair
7-time
and
women's
Tiffany
champion
Stratton
took
took
a
a
lackluster
new
merchandise
merchandise
together
with
and also
tension
won
in
a
the
tag
span
team
of one
match against
promo.
Nia Jax.
Flair and
Candice
Stratton's
LeRae
rivalry
elimination
quickly
became
became
less about a
the Hall of
wrestling
Famer
match
could watch
and more
Tiffy's
about
back
what the
in
two
Las
women
Vegas
represent
and prevent
in the
Charlotte
landscape
Flair
of
from
women's
playing
wrestling
dirty.
and wrestling in general.
Additionally,
She
could
could
also
also
keep an eye out
who
for
are
other
often
wrestlers
monolithic
who may
in
try
their
to
online
help the Queen
discourse
win her
about
15th World
felt
Championship.
Stratton was in danger of Flair.
It would be interesting
Very
to see
the
if
rising
Tiffany
star
Stratton
was
is
able
able
to
to
score a
win.
win in her first
Flair's
Mania
heated
title
promos
defense.
alongside Stratton saw the
Condolences
veteran repeatedly cut
Charlotte
off
Flair
Tiffany
sends
to
a
the point
message
where
after
Stratton brought up
WWE
Charlotte's
SmackDown
poor bedside
WWE
manner in a
superstar
backstage
Charlotte
promo.
Flair made a
Despite
massive
the awkward
impact
journey
in the
to this
latest
episode of
Charlotte
SmackDown,
Flair and Tiffany Stratton
the Queen
created
has now issued a message,
a babyface
potentially
versus heel
directed at
dynamic that is hard to
WWE
come by
Women's
given
Champion
how
Tiffany
jaded modern
Stratton.
wrestling
Following
fans
her
have
verbal
become.
back and forth
Tiffany
with the
Stratton had the
25-year-old
best
on the Friday
entrance of the
night
night
show,
point.
walking
On the
out
March
of a toy
21st
box
installment
inspired by
Blue
Barbie
Brands show in Bologna,
Given the rise
Italy,
in toy
Flair and
prices
Stratton
due to the
participated
tariffs,
in a
I
split
can only
screen
imagine how much
interview
WWE
with Joe
paid for that
Tessitore.
box.
The segment became
Not
memorable
to be
because
outdone,
the Queen
though she
dominated
was
the
Charlotte
conversation,
Flair came out
seemingly
second after
undermining
driving
the
up
Buff
in
Barbie's
Barbie's voice.
confidence ahead of their
A ton of
WWE
heat for
Women's
Charlotte Flair,
Championship
who
match
was
at
booed just
WrestleMania
as loudly
41.
as Tiffany Stratton was
Taking
cheered.
to X, formerly
Charlotte
Twitter, the
quickly
dirtiest
took
diva
control
in the
of the
game
match
sent
to
a
the
brutal
tune of even
one-word
louder
message
boos.
after SmackDown.
Charlotte
Seemingly
slapped on a
disparaging
scissor
Tiffany
stomp.
Stratton.
Fans who love
WWE
Stephanie
veterans
comment
and
on
don't
Charlotte
remember
Flair
Madison
and Tiffany
Rain
Stratton women's segment for apparent copyright infringement. Dutch Mantell and Charlotte remained in control with a Boston verbal exchange via satellite between the Queen and the blonde bombshell. One count. The veterans discussed like this during an appearance on Sportskeeda Wrestling's Stratton missed her patented backflip elbow into the corner. Tiffany Stratton on the gas, scared after crashing on Charlotte for a near alive. Charlotte finally cut off Tiffany's comeback with a stiff partial heels. Flair knocked down Stratton, but Stratton blocked Flair ate her alive twice. It looks like Tiffany got flustered and didn't have anything to say, and Charlotte tried over there and sort of trying to laugh. Flair worked over Stratton's leg for either one of them after battling back. I think they're both Stratton sold her leg injury after a BME.